Hey guys, so you know this problem? You just were about to repair something on your anvil, but then the anvil broke again. You don't have stuff on your hand to craft a new anvil, and unfortunately you built your skybase just right at the top of the world, so you can't just use a normal anvil tower to get some replacement anvils. Well, in this case, Spire and I developed something which could be handy for you. So let's just press the magic button and see what happens. Okay, we replaced all iron blocks with barrier blocks, and now you can see the whole beauty of the redstone inside. The redstone wire is still on the barrier block, so the elevator still works, and now we can run it a second time. And over here, let's first of all see it in action. I got a time dilatation device installed, so this will just slow down the server tick so we can actually see what's going on, because the elevator will now work in slow motion. Kinda looks a little bit buggy because, well, sometimes the blocks vanish for a second. That's because they become block 36 for a game tick. But you can see over here we got the loop where the signal is traveling down. These that are these repeaters here on 2 and 3 ticks. And they just kind of distribute the signal over here to these pistons. You don't really see where the barrier blocks are and where there's just air. But you can at least see the piston movement. And yeah, remember that they just appear to be invisible for a game tick. They aren't actually invisible. And yeah, just see it one more time. The piston always is grabbed by the piston above. We have to add this step here because on the way up we are actually always pushing up a normal piston. So we cannot just start from the bottom, so to say. We always have to get that normal piston down. And this time we actually forgot to remove the anvil beforehand. Let me punch this out so that we actually see the new anvil being placed again. And yeah, this way you can also see the barrier blocks if I have one in my hand. Now let's see what happens down here. This piston will retract for a short moment and then extend again. And that will give the anvil enough time to fall over to the side. And so what actually happens is the piston retracts, then is getting pushed up by the sticky piston below, and then instantly extends again. And the anvil is being pushed up while it's falling. It rather looks like it's already standing still on the piston. That's because it's in slow motion, so for the client the anvil already solidifies, so to speak. But it actually doesn't. Spire, could you just quickly flip the lever again so that we have the thing running in normal speed? That would be handy. Thank you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You just saw, for a short moment the server tries to keep up and therefore yeah, it runs the tick even faster than usual. And now you just see what's actually happening. The anvil is being caught and pushed up while it's falling, so it never actually becomes a solid block and can be moved another block upwards. And that's what's happening. Yeah, the whole thing is completely pointless, beside for the reason I just mentioned at the beginning. But it's super cool, and maybe someone else will find a super cool use for this. We're already thinking about applications like an explosion-proof door. Maybe there is a way to build it with anvils, I don't know. And maybe this could come in handy, but it's at least, yeah, a pretty cool design. Also, on the way up, the anvil will never actually receive damage. So you can see there's a completely new one here. If you trigger this thing while there's still an anvil on top here, this anvil will actually receive quite a lot of damage while going down and probably break. There's only a certain chance, but you already see it got a little bit of damage, so in most cases the anvil will actually not survive the fall to the bottom here. That depends a little bit on with the odds. Let's see. But if it does, it will actually not be replaced, but rather the same anvil is kept. And so you will end up with a broken anvil at the top. So only press the button if you actually need a new anvil, just the same. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.